Hello and good morning, everyone in Europe. Good evening in United States. This is Ahura with another daily Outlook video. Hope you're great and trading amazing in the last week of 2021. So, guys, we are here with the lake of news, with the lake of updates that we had in the first day of the week, first day of the last week. Uh, the market was mostly depending on Omicron or totally on the coronavirus news. The news are great. The news are positive. We have the news that the vaccines are fine working against this Omicron variant, and we have the news that it is not as dangerous as it was before, as it was before expecting actually, not it was that. Anyway, then also overall the news is positive, even if the flights are cancelled, but still there are the people are flying, the airlines are flying, the people are flying, traveling. So the market is fine, everything is good, and despite all any other last years that we had some discounts in the last days, this year is a different. As you see here, the market risk is down. With the lower market risk, we have the increasing. We have the 10 years bond yields also increasing. We can see that bonds all increasing. Therefore, the S&P 500 last night printed the new record high, and it is increasing all the way up to 5K. So 5K is not so far away from the SP 500, S&P 500 to see. Do you remember the year ago? A year ago, we were under less than under 3,000. So we were for a year, we were for long years about 2K and 3K, and during just less than a year, so 2 years from 3K, we actually when it fall to almost 2K in last year, 2020. So from the beginning of 2020, so in the last 2 years, we are almost doubled. The SP 500 is almost doubled. So you can see this amazing increase here. S&P 500 increasing. It is amazing time to actually still it's amazing time to invest. I think for a long term. S&P 500 increasing. We are positive about the markets. Therefore, the same thing we can see in the Dow Jones. The news about the Omicron variant, as I told, was the main market driver. So when the market is driving, the market is fine, and everything is going on. U.S. economic data also was fine, showing that the economy is increasing. Therefore, we had crude oil. Where is the crude oil? Yeah, we had a crude oil jumping. If you remember yesterday when we were talking about the crude oil, I told you that the crude oil will be still positive. But to be honest, I was not expecting to see it increase to it will jump to 75K, 75,000. Sorry, $75, 75 single dollar. I was not expecting to see that at $75. I was thinking that it will be around 72, something like that, $72, but still the demand is high. The people are especially to the tourism industry is increasing amazing, and the people are trying to travel to other places. So the oils, different kind of the oils will be in demand. Today we will have the API, American Petroleum Institute, weekly report. We will see what's gonna happen and how it will affect it. But most probably, it will inventory levels will decrease. It will increase the crude oil price, or will help it to stay at the same level. What was interesting that at the same time with increasing the markets, stock markets, we could see that the the gold also increasing. It has a little bit missed signal. The signal says that the market says that still we have some, we have some concerns there, but it's not probably about the virus. It's probably about the profit taking. So the people still they have their demand. They have their bet on gold. So therefore, the gold is still in the demand, and we can see that the cryptocurrencies falling. So the cryptocurrency is falling, stock market increasing. The people are thinking about the take profit, booking their profit. Where it goes? It goes to the gold. So therefore, the gold has a demand right now. So don't expect. At least if you remember, it's like 2 months that I'm telling you guys that the gold will be around 1,800 at the year end, like $10, $20 more or less, but it will be about $1,800. That was what we were talking. So generally what we can see even in China, just the Omicron variant in China made a little bit concern in China, which caused the like Chinese yen. If I can find the Chinese yen, that I don't know where it's exactly in my chart. The Chinese yen, it made the Chinese yen to fall a little bit, but generally the variant, generally there is not, it's not scary. So even if in China it's a little bit down, and made the Shanghai and Hang Seng in China and Hong Kong to decrease almost 0.1 and 0.2%. But still, the other places in the world is positive. Even the Nikkei 225. Let me see. This where is the Nikkei? USD. Yeah, this falling. The falling market risk increased the gold, increased the US dollar actually with the good economic data, increased the US dollar demand. Falling the market risk decreased eased the Japanese yen demand for Japanese yen. Therefore, if you remember, we were talking about 114.20. So this 114.20 is pushed right now. The price is above this level. So therefore, the market totally is positive about what is going on in the market. So this is increasing. Here is increasing. USD increasing. It means that the yen against US dollar is in a weaker position. If you remember, we were talking about this level, right? Let's go here. We were talking about this level, and I told you that any number to see above or for the USD uptrend or downtrend will depend on any numbers above or under 114.20 or under 113.20, above or down under this. Nikkei 2025 also printed the new records from since like 2 weeks. It's increasing, and if that was also in a weekly report. In a weekly report, we talked about that the Nikkei 225 is increasing, and we're waiting for a better position. About the Turkish lira, yesterday again increased from actually lost ground from today's low that we saw in the last 2 3 days. Uh, Turkish capacity utilization yesterday. Let me see the number. What was the number? Turkish capacity utilization. Yesterday we had a Turkish capacity utilization, and it was very important for the markets to see. Capacity utilization 70 at 78.7. Oh, it increased 78.7 the market. So therefore, if it was a little bit less than this, I could say that yeah, I could say that the lira will be falling a little bit more, but still it's not that bad number. But on the other hand, manufacturing confidence is down to 106.1 from 100.8, 108.1. So therefore, the market generally because I'm talking about the USD Turkish lira because there were so many guys that last days they were asking about that in back channel, the message on the back channel. They were asking to me, but like, what's gonna happen for the Turkish lira? Turkish lira above 100, above 11.40 will be in a clear uptrend. If you pass the 100, 11.40, sorry, 11.40, 100, 200, the numbers are just like coming to mind. So about the cryptocurrencies market, if you remember about the cryptocurrencies market, I told if we trade clearly above 58K, which we didn't. We can see in the daily chart. You cannot see the charts. This is for 58, 51,000. I thought if we trade clearly about 51,000, then the trend is going to change. But we couldn't trade about that. Just like for like few hours, it was above that and fell again. We don't have the crypto. We don't have the reason for now to see it in lower demand, lower levels, but still no reason to see that in a higher levels as well. If we for here 46,000. Yeah, if we push the 46K under the 46K, the downtrend will be continuous way again. Ethereum, sorry, this Ripple. Ripple also is the same almost with the Bitcoin right now. For lower levels, we need to see. Yeah, it's actually it's 86 under 91 cents. We are in a downtrend. Ripple is in a downtrend, can fall more up to 70 cents. Ethereum again under 4K, and it is falling in generally from technical and fundamental point. All of them is in a downtrend, and we can see it's falling more. This is overall job market situation. So the market is positive. Let's go from the very beginning to say that the US dollar, let's say that US dollar, overall market sentiment is positive. US economic data is great, and so therefore we can see the US dollar in a higher levels. Today we will have in economic calendar. So far we had industrial production from China, and Chinese sorry I said China, Japan. Japanese unemployment rate fell to increased to 2.8% from 2.7%. No, not big deal, but yeah, and industrial production in Japan increased by 7.2%. Great, from 1.8% in October. In November, 7.2%. That's great. That was the reason to see that the Nikkei 225. Look at here. Where's my Nikkei 225? Yes, here we go. That was the reason to see that the Nikkei in a bigger, in a higher levels. So industrial production increased by 7.2%. Today we will have CB consumer confidence from United States, and it will be very important with the housing numbers. So housing numbers and CB consumer confidence today from United States will be important. Texas service sector in outlook, and yeah, that will be important. Housing number mostly, and CB consumer confidence from United States today will be important. From Europe, in Europe we don't have that much data to watch, right? Yep, Europe we don't have that much data. In 30 minutes also, Mr. Corrida. Now, Corrida will not have a speech today, but we will have the inflation numbers, Japanese inflation numbers, as well, and construction orders. That's the most important data to watch. But so the today's data will be housing data from United States and CB consumer confidence. Today will be the United States day. Tomorrow we will talking about other economies. So while the API data also, as I told in a big very beginning, API data also be in the focus. Generally, market data is so positive, and we can see the uptrend here for US dollar. I don't see the reason to see that. I don't see the reason to say that the US dollar will fall. US dollar is in a demand. I think the US dollar, as long as, especially as long as it's about 96, will increase. Economic data will help it increase. Gold, yeah, it is above 1,800, but it doesn't mean that will increase more or fall more than this. Will be around the same level. Still confused. Oil, for now, oil with the market situation that we have, oil totally in a positive mood, can increase even more or hold these levels that falling. It's not in our charts. SP 500, Dow Jones, and Nasdaq, all of them, they are in a clear uptrend. This is generally what is going on in the market. Hope it was Hope it was useful for you. You used it. Okay, guys, if you have any idea in comments, let me know in the comments what you want me to cover more in these videos. See you guys tomorrow, and take care about your trades. Bye bye.